Mic check, mic check. There we go. Too many windows open. All right, well, we're live. We're live. I need holding music. All right, well, we're here. I can tell you off the hop what one mistake I made with planning this short is only having my supply to that area right there. That was one problem. But if you're waiting for the market structure break, none of this stuff really matters, if you ask me. None of that stuff really matters because it did not break structure until up here. Where'd my drawing tools go? Hold on, I'll never find them down there. Let's move them back up here. Yeah, you did not break structure until there, and then on New York Open, we came up and backed it the supply. So, yeah, I don't know what direction you think we're going. I got an idea. Got one. Good morning, Fine and Anthony Soprano. Yeah, I think we're going down, man. I think we're going down. I entered a short this morning. Yeah, and honestly, my targets are pretty much the same. Yeah, they're pretty much the same. You know, say target one maybe instead of being exactly 99,922, we say it's this this low to that area, right? That kind of zone right there. That's how I'm approaching this. Um, Due to the fact that as we sort of come down out of this area here, saying, hey, this is either going to be a manipulation below the range low for a bullish expansion, or it's a break of the low, and you expect a lower high for a lower low. Cool. And then as we roll over and break here yesterday, that's when I was officially like, okay, well, time to start looking for a short, right? I was willing to follow this internal up only from the low structure, totally willing to follow it until it failed. Well, it failed, right? I mean, like, failed yesterday. Down, up, down, break the low, form supply. Yeah, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, go with them, won't you? So that's just where I'm at with it. Obviously, I could be wrong, right? Obviously, I could be wrong about this, um, but I don't like this low. It lacks a wick. It just doesn't look very confident to me. It had a job to do. Its job was to take out this high. So why is market structure starting to fail back inside of this supply range? Is it going to succeed at its job? Maybe. I mean, maybe. But I'm betting against it. Yeah, whatever. I'm betting against that. Um, let's see here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I really have any motivation to talk about on this. Yeah, I do expect some sort of reaction out of this zone. I don't know if it's, it could be pretty short lived. It may, hit here and kind of just come up for a bit and then sort of continue to creep back down. What do we got? What do we got? So if so where are we going to be able to long this? I don't know how I feel about that one anymore. I don't know how I feel about that one. Oh, I left myself a breadcrumb. That would be a Model 1, huh? Is there anything right underneath it that makes a little bit more sense to take out? Obviously, I still want to see these. Go. Come here. Come here. Come here, trend line. Yeah. Um, hmm, hmm. No, I think I'm just gonna want to see. I think I'm just gonna want to see probably like a 15-minute change in structure down here, and I'd still be interested in that. So my current position looks a little bit like this. Yeah, yep, 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 yep. Now, if it were to rug pull me and take my money away from me, I would expect that you do still see a reaction out of this zone up here. I think there's like a naked daily point of control in there. Let's take a look. Let's take a look for that, shall we? I have a template somewhere that has this kind of stuff on it. That's not the buttons I want. Session volume, this one. Yeah, yeah, right up there, right here, right at 105. Um, but I think that is more of a if we were to flow up to there from here, Brewberry gets rug pulled. We come up here, hit this. I think even if you do see reaction off of this, I think that reaction is only for a higher low at that point because you would have a pretty significant uh, break to achieve that level on the chart. And so I think it would be safe to expect a higher low and not a large rotation out there. Could happen, right? That zone absolutely could take you down quite far, but I want to keep the targets up here on it. For that reason, because of how the chart will look by the time you get to it. Yeah, I want to do that. I want to do that. All right. I don't think I have a whole lot more to blab about on BTC. I could zoom out and repeat myself a bunch. Why is everybody pump up the volume? Pump up the volume. Did I have no? Well, I did a mic check before. Sorry. Thanks for yelling at me in the chat. Trouble is I don't. Do we not have audio? Is low? Okay. Well, I mean, I think I've got it fixed now. The only problem is, I guess let me know. I'm happy to just go back and kind of go over all that stuff again. Not a big deal to me. Won't take me too long. But yeah, I can go back through it. Hopefully, audio is better. I'm gonna wait until I start seeing some stuff in the chat that says yes, audio is better. Looks better on my side. I did have the volume a little low. All good now. All good. All good. Also, still can't send my stream to you. I one of these times. Alex, maybe we'll just hop on a Discord call. Because I'm an idiot, bro. All I did was just open up a YouTube channel. I don't know if I know all these finer details, right? So maybe we could hop on a Discord call one of these days. I'll show you how I set my stream up in OBS. And, maybe it makes sense to you. Maybe you can look at it and go, oh, well, there's your problem, dillweed. You didn't click that button. So whatever, I'll just recap in this here. I'll recap because I don't know who missed what. I don't know what I didn't say loud enough. I was looking at two potentials. First of all, we all know I wanted to see that low get taken, so I'm happy it did. I was looking at two potentials. One was going to be a manipulation below the range for a bullish expansion back into the range, right? Like at least up to these highs here. And then the other one was, essentially like if this is a break in structure here, then we should be expecting a lower high for a lower low. This wick yesterday, yeah, I mean, it was just a problem, man. It was just a problem, and it's just all there was to it was a problem. So for that, for that matter, when we lost, so this low comes back up, touches the high that created it, and then it comes back and loses that low. I was like, okay, well, now you've given me permission to look for a short, because the structure that was coming up from the low, number one, never broke anything externally, never got up there, and then the up only structure from the low failed. And I said, okay, well, cool. If we get back up into this direction and structure fails again, well, then then I'm gonna short it, right? Then I'm gonna short it. And then we get down to like maybe the 5 minute, and let's see here. Yeah, so you lose, as we were getting back up into here yesterday, I was like, oh man, we don't even have like 2 minute structure here. This is gonna have to get a lot more believable for me. We did form up to at most 10-minute structure up here, 10-minute structure, and then you lost your 10-minute structure right back inside of this guy. It's probably some sort of, I don't even know. This is going to be so dumb. I'm about to use this tool and it's not going to help at all. I don't want to extend right on, first of all. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, whatever. You know, you get right back up into the center of this guy and start rolling over. You know what I mean? Now it's an odd day to trade, right? Because you got FOMC coming up, and ain't nobody really know what the hell's going on. And already I can tell you that this is not what I want to see. This is not what I want to see, right? I want to see this low, or I'm sorry, this high come here and break that low. Not SFP the low. That's not what your boy wants to see. I don't see it SFP the low. That sounds dumb. And yeah, I mean, it don't look like a break to me, man. It does not look like a break to me. So, personal opinion, this trade, not yeah, just very much. It's just very much at risk still. Just very much at risk. Just. Oh, so you think I gotta go into YouTube Studio and there's some sort of setting that allows people to like redirect folks to my stream, or you know, like, I don't know, raid me or whatever you guys call that shit. I'll have to check in there. I don't often go into YouTube Studio, so I will have to you know, I normally just hit buttons in OBS and start the stream, grab the link from there. Oh, really, bro? Why'd you have to fail that low? Okay, well, I don't want to sit here and piss and moan too much about Bitcoin. The trouble is that even if structure changes locally, I can't really even. It's a while before I can even long. I need it to come up here, and then I need it to come back here, and then I can long. So what would that be, like this afternoon or something like that? So either I'm going to get stopped out here or this trade's going to work. So it doesn't matter. I don't get to take another entry for quite some time. So we can go look at something else as far as I'm concerned. We can go look at something else. Anybody want to go look at anything else? Let's go back to, I need to get this obnoxious box out of the way. Is being obnoxious, and I don't like, just go away. So how about that? How about just go away? That's better. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, all right. XRP. Yes, I would love to look at XRP. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything else over here. Oh, thanks, LJ. Appreciate that. ChatGPT is normally pretty correct. I try and put it to the test a bunch, and it always seems to impress me. So we wanted to go take a look at. I may or may not be dying. It's okay. It's okay. I don't know. I just feel like XRP looks healthier here than a lot of other assets do. So essentially, if we look at this, let's get some of the stuff out of the way. So one of the last ideas I had on XRP was approach of this low. So it presents very similar to boy, that's just noxious. It needs to go away. It presents very similar to the BTC chart, with an exception. This area right here is the equivalent of this area right here on BTC. It's the equivalent of this. The difference is XRP has put in price action above that. So So that's a little bit more bullish, right? I mean, that's a little bit more bullish. That starts to give it that look that why did my drawing tools move again? I'll never find them down there. Starts to give that look of like it's shit for structure is the thing. It's just but you know it's confidently more above any of that stuff than Bitcoin was. So I do think it looks a little bit better here, though. It's just not the place I would be interested in trading it. Not for me. Not for me. I've got to be pretty picky about my entries anymore, just because things can come up at any point in time and interrupt me. And so, even entering a scalp is, I don't know. It's just harder for me to do these days. It's just harder for me to do, and it's more stress than I tend to want to take on anyway. But let me just get to my simple why. Um, you're at equilibrium. I'd rather not. I would rather not. Unless I were to look at this as its very own range locally here and say, okay, well, um, if you can come down, yank that low one more time. Let me draw this a little bit better. We're on the 45 minutes, so let's drop. Let's get back down to the 5. Now on XRP, if you could come down, boom, 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 whatever, something along these lines, take this low, and start looking to target up to this high, and then if this high breaks, then I think you can end up running this all the way back up to the top of the range. But that's a big if, right? That's a big if we can get down there. Um, yeah, pull all the way up to here. That's a big if, but like I could entertain something. I could entertain something like that. I could entertain something like that on XRP. I will. Chance I'm going to set an alert. I don't. This thing could just go up from here. Is all I'm trying to say. Did I get that at once per bar? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it could easily just go up from there, right? Like BTC is probably looking like it wants to take my money, bastard. Now, why don't you turn around and fail this high, please? Thank you. No, you're not going to do it, huh? You bastard. I may actually look to de-risk this position if we take that high. All right, look to de-risk some of this. I'll still lose money on it, but if I could, if I could mitigate that a touch, I will. I will. Bum 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 bum. Yes, I do. I kind of like that on XRP. I just don't know if we get back down there. This will likely be the deciding fact of whether or not we get down to a place like that on XRP. Because if Bitcoin keeps pushing up, I don't necessarily expect that XRP is going to be going down while Bitcoin is going up. That don't make a whole ton of sense to me. No, it doesn't. So, yeah, see that? Well, you little bastard, you. Hold on, I'm gonna go click some buttons. All right. Where'd my chat go? Where did my chat go? Jupe. Yeah, we can take a look at Jupe. Oh, where I had that Model 1 label. Alex, you talking about that Model 1 label? Do I still have that on the chart? Oh, okay. Um, so it's a Wyckoff principle, right? Um, yeah, it's a Wyckoff principle. A Model 1 accumulation sets a low, pulls the low, a third time for a spring. So that model. There's two models. There's Model 1 and Model 2. Yeah, so that's what I guess I should leave it on there because I totally forgot to look for that. And that label already helped me once. So yeah. That's what that is. And Jupe. Yeah, we can take a look at Jupe. We can take a look at the Jupers. Mars market open. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, feel that high. Feel that high, you little dirty bastard. All right. And Jupe. I think I got like moderately close at best on Jupe. I mean, like the idea sort of works, just not necessarily, yeah. Obviously, I didn't nail the stop losses and whatnot on that. But so if the principle of that is working, then what does that mean? What does that mean? Did we really lose any structure up there? Hold on, I gotta delete this stuff. I have to delete some of this stuff. I don't want to look at you. Go away. You're dead. You need to go away. Go away. This needs to go away. This needs to go away. What time frame we're on? We're on the 30. So you really you haven't lost. There's a couple of things I see here. Number one, you're kind of coming up, up, right? So that's all higher lows, and outside of this little internal one here, that's all. Oh no, this is not a higher high. So this is yeah. So things start to fall apart because you're still internal to these. But the last external thing that happened was a higher high and a higher low that followed that higher high. So we get all that crap out of the way. This section here has not broke yet, so you do have demand here. I don't know if that demand is going to do you any good. I really don't. I just have to say it is factually there. But if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I wanted much lower stuff on this. I wanted much lower stuff on this. Yeah, because it's like this is still a glaring problem for me on the chart. It is still a glaring problem for me. Yeah, it makes me feel like there is still absolutely the potential to blow out all of these lows that we have stacked up down here. Yeah, it's a lot of it's a lot of stuff that can be taken right there. It's a lot of stuff that can be taken. So yeah, I'm a little cautious on Jupe here. I'm a little cautious on Jupe. Let's go back down to the 5. Yeah, I'm a little cautious here, guys. I really am. I mean, I see support underneath this, and there are good things on this chart. Like because to me, for the rules that I play by, because this external market structure is still intact. At any point in time, this kind of downwards flowing structure from the high could flip and run this. That could happen at any point in time as far as I'm concerned. Now, doesn't mean that it will. It just means that it would be in alignment with everything I see over here. That would be in alignment with everything I see over here for this leg to eventually just flip bullishly and go up. Does not mean it's going to happen. It's just I just see the alignment for it. This just follow the structure, right? Like this could absolutely continue to just dump. I would say that's probably your higher term or your largest flow of structure that you have in this area is this. So you need to break. You currently need to break this for any sort of a long trade idea. And I don't love the idea of breaking there. I don't even like that presentation. But the moral of the story is, I guess all I'm trying to say is this structure can still just do this the whole effing way, just lower lows and lower highs all through this, all through that. Yeah, I think Alex would probably do something cool like this, and he would say, you're probably screwed if it does this, right? Like something like that. But that big green diagonal line there, yeah, there's a lot of stop losses along that thing. A lot of stop losses along there. Did I lose my? Oh, there's my chat. Move and H. I don't know if I've ever done move, so we'll take a quick peek at move. And we'll take a quick peek at H bar, and then I'll probably head out. Move. What do we have here? Well, that's really unfortunate. Is it a new asset? Okay, that's better. Okay, so let's hang out here for a second. Let me go back to that Bible chart. Okay, so we know that right here is this giant bullish candle, and we have all these lows stacked up here. It's definitely my favorite place. Um, but you do, you have some locally kind of bullish price action. Um, in the sense that you have, you more or less have 4 hour plus structure on your side here. You have some demand below you. You have an unchallenged and weak high on your 4 hour time frame. Uh, so yeah, I could see it. I could see it turning up from down in these areas. And I can also see that not being the case. I can also see this being a kind of a 1, 2, 3, and then a loss of this low, and then this back testing back up into this region here. What does the volume look like in this whole area, this whole zone? Interesting. All the vast amount of volume is down at the bottom, huh? Of course, this is just Bybit perpetual. This is not a spot chart. Well, let's look at this. Yeah, if yeah, I don't know. I still see the potential for it to fall over from here. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm trying to say. I still see the potential for it to falling over. Your highest flow of structure will just go from this high is I would say is still there. I would say it's still there. And that might be daily structure, not quite. That's like up in the 12 hour-ish type of structure or something like that. And that is still bearish from here down. That structure is still bearish. So I can actually see this rolling over here. I can I can see it rolling over here. What does the inside of this look like? Very untradeable. Um, but yeah, I mean, if it doesn't roll over, I'm liking these areas here for targets like this. Probably come right below. Yeah, just a rough placeholder for me right there. Uh, yeah, yeah. This is all unmitigated still. This right here is the point in which somebody got involved in the market that caused this to happen. That comes from here. Quite literally, it comes from here. And so I do like a long from down in those areas. Even just a purge of the local low would work for me. This has retraced 50% from here to here, giving me permission to look at this as its own individual range. Um, so yeah, I mean, there's some stuff I see on here that could present well in the near future, but yeah, current price action. No, I think entry for me, which I mean, you gotta kind of be a ninja for some of this shit, but I think entry for me would have been the back test into this. Included with the failure on that. Um, to target something like that. Not mess up anybody's heads. Let's get that colored properly. Yeah, but I don't know. I honestly, that doesn't look so great. I mean, it looks like that. Let's find some proper English words. That still doesn't look like a trade I would have taken. That's a better place to. That's a better thing to say. Yeah, because its primary target one is just it's a little too close for me. A little too close. A little too close. But yeah, I like move out of like 75 cents. That's what I like. Let's go see what happened on that H bar chart. What happened, bro? What happened? What happened here? Where's this going? Did we not plan longs lower than this? Really? Oh, yeah, guys. Same problem that BTC has, right? Yeah, same problem that BTC has. So from a swing perspective, this actually presents pretty similar to whatever we were just looking at. Move. Yeah, I mean this last B here that caused this to happen, that removed liquidity prior to it. This, to me, this was the zone. If there was any hope of going up to a higher high, it for me it was this was it. This was it. This was the zone, right? But the trouble is that when you trouble that happened is we hit there and we get some lift, but guess what? Like this got hired to perform a job, right? These people hired this asset to perform a job, and its job was to come up here, and it didn't do that. Instead, it just came back into this previous supply range, and started breaking down again. Yeah, we're going to find a lower time frame structure break there. I bet you we are. Yeah, you get back in here, and then on your 15-minute, you lose it, right? And not only do you lose that, but you lose this too. And so there is your supply chain continuing to form. And so, yeah, I think it 100% is going to come down for those. And when I look at the, when I zoom out like this, I go, okay, well, whatever, we filled the top of the range, guys, like, and we have semi-equal lows at the bottom of the range. Yeah, there's just still liquidity to be addressed here, in my opinion. There is still problems down in these areas. And I don't see any evidence yet that we aren't going to take all of that. Yeah, so, I think what I was saying is on a swing perspective, yeah, pretty similar to XRP. Along the bottom of the range, back to the top of the range. And outside of that, we've got all of this previous demand range down here that put in a gigantic inefficiency that none of which has been retested yet. So yes, my other swing long would come from this area. I think and these are areas in which you could structure dependent, giving me what I want to see. These would be like spot buys even for H bar, in my opinion. Yeah, like 23 cents, 18 cents. Those would be really good spot buys, in my opinion. I'm gonna leverage trade that. Yeah, that's where I'm at on. That's where I'm at in H bar. That's where I'm at on H bar. What happened with the BTC? Hey, thanks, homie. Well, if we can just get down below here, then I can actually move my SL to here. All right. Well, it's 8:30. All these footprints in the snow outside. Something like that. Yeah, it's 8:30. So, barring any final questions, I'm gonna get cracking on some other things. We pop up and break this. LJ's thinking we pop up and break this downtrend pretty soon. I think he was referring to BTC on that. Yeah. My issue with BTC is really similar to the issue with HBAR that I was just pointing out. So I'll just say this as my daily reminder to everybody. Let's go to the buy or the Coinbase chart. Go to the 16-hour. Where my drawing tools go? Here we go. Yes, this is still 100% my problem with Bitcoin currently. All right. Well, I am yeah, no problem, Luke. Of course, happy to come on and blab, so that way all this stuff isn't just bouncing around inside of my own skull, driving me insane. And yeah, at least I could get it out, spread it to the world. All right, I am yeah, I'm out of here, guys. I'm out of here. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. You know, I still think that this trade right here is valid. You know, it's a little bit on the riskier side, but I think it's valid. I think it's valid. That's why I took it, right? This is why I took it. What is VWAP doing in this area? Okay, so we're under VWAP. Barely. Yeah, that all looks pretty fragile. Brought some longs in. Yeah, I don't know. It still looks like it could go down to me. Still looks like it could go down. You know, I mean, this is the candle that market opened on and filled its original positions. I'm sorry, right here to here. This is your market open area. Price pushes down after market open on a return to market open. They're trying to hold their ground. They're trying to hold their ground. We'll see if they win. All right, I'm Tim Tortelloni. You're welcome. I'm gonna head on out, folks. I'm gonna head on out. See, don't do that. Don't do that. Literally, don't even do this. Just stay down there. I don't even want to see a higher high than this one. No, I don't. Just stay down there. Drown. Stay down there and drown. All right. I'm out. Bye.